Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television this Saturday morning. My name is Aishwarya Kapoor, and in the next 30 minutes I'll be taking you through the biggest news stories from India and across the world, starting with the headlines. Victory of development once again, says Prime Minister after BJP's win in Uttar Pradesh's civic polls. Party sweeps 14 out of 6 mayoral seats. Congress loses Amethi. Cabinet approves setting up a national nutrition mission to address malnutrition problems. Program expected to benefit more than 10 crore people. Government likely to introduce bill making instant triple talaq illegal and void in winter session of Parliament. Draft bill proposes jail term of 3 years and fine for the husband. Cyclone hits 2 Lakshadweep islands. No loss of lives reported. Heavy rains in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Death toll rises to 12. Over 200 fishermen rescued from the sea. And India draw against Australia in the opening match of the Hockey World League final. Germany beat England. Third and final India-Sri Lanka test match to be played in Delhi. Our top stories from Uttar Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated the people of the state, the party workers and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for the victory in the civic polls. Now, reacting to the win on Twitter, the Prime Minister said that this is a victory of development in the country. He also said that the win will encourage the party and its leadership to continue working hard for the betterment of the people.
बार-बार भारत की जनता प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की नीतियों का और जो यूपी में उन्हीं के मार्गदर्शन में एक सरकार गठित हुई है भाजपा की, उसका समर्थन कर रही है। ये पहली बार है कि 4 वर्ष बीतने के बाद भी एंटी इनक्यूमेंसी जैसे संज्ञा की परिभाषा परिवर्तित होती दिख रही है। भारतीय राजनीति में जिस शब्द का, जिस संज्ञा, जिस शब्दावली का अक्सर उपयोग किया जाता था वो जाती रही। अब ये प्रो इनक्यूमेंसी का दौर आया है।
Well, the reactions come in after BJP once again swept elections in Uttar Pradesh, winning 14 out of the 16 municipal corporations, including the 4 new seats. The party also secured a majority of seats in Nagar Palika and Nagar Panchayat elections, leaving the BSP, SP and the Congress far behind.
More than 7 months after BJP's massive win in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, the party cemented its hold on the state by grabbing 14 of the 16 municipal corporations in the state's civic polls. BJP's mayoral candidates won in Varanasi, Gorakhpur, Ghaziabad, Bareilly, Agra, Allahabad, Lucknow, Kanpur, Jhansi and Moradabad. BJP also secured wins in all 4 new municipal corporations of Saharanpur, Ayodhya, Firozabad and Mathura. The mammoth election process saw 652 local urban bodies in 75 districts go to polls in 3 phases last month.
विश्वास व्यक्त करता हूं कि जनआकांक्षाओं पर इसी प्रकार से हम लोग आगे भी खरा उतरेंगे। 2019 के लोकसभा चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी 100% परिणाम पाने के उस लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने के लिए आगे अग्रसर होगी। आप सबको एक सकारात्मक सहयोग के लिए हृदय से धन्यवाद।
At a distant second position was the Bahujan Samaj Party, winning 2 mayor seats in Meerut and Aligarh. The victory is significant for Mayawati and her party as they try to regain lost ground in the state after having lost 3 consecutive state and general elections. Congress and the Samajwadi Party got a major drubbing as both failed to win even a single mayoral seat. Congress suffered a major blow in Amethi as well as the BJP secured a massive victory in Rahul Gandhi's home turf. While the Congress had not fielded a candidate from Amethi town, its candidates lost in Gauriganj and Jais Nagar Palika elections.
जहाँ-जहाँ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन से वोटिंग हुई है वहाँ के परिणाम जहाँ बैलेट पेपर से हुए वहाँ के परिणाम दोनों में आपको बहुत अंतर दिखाई देगा।
माँ ईवीएम जिसके हाथ में है, अब देखिए क्या होता है। हमने इलेक्शन कमीशन को कहा, इलेक्शन कमीशन समझ नहीं रहा है, सुन नहीं रहा है।
BJP's latest win in the country's most populous state is a positive referendum of Yogi Adityanath government's performance over the last 7 months. It is also a morale booster for the party, which is locked in a close contest with the Congress in the upcoming Gujarat elections. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now our special segment on upcoming Gujarat Assembly elections. Prime Minister Narendra Modi continued with the BJP election campaign in the state of Gujarat. He addressed the women workers of the party on Friday through the Namo mobile app. Now, referring to the GDP figures and BJP's victory in the civic polls in Uttar Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that good news is pouring in from all sides despite the criticism from various quarters. In the live address, he appealed to the women workers to counter the anti-BJP propaganda on social media. He further said that his government has always given priority to the issues related to women in the state.
એકતાનું વાતાવરણ બન્યું. ગયા 22 વર્ષમાં જાતિવાદના ઝઘડા ઘટ્યા, કોઈ હુલ્લડો ન રહ્યા, કર્ફ્યુ ન રહ્યો અને એના કારણે સૌથી વધારે સુરક્ષા અને શાંતિની જિંદગી મળી હોય તો માતાઓ બહેનોને મળી છે.
Prime Minister also spoke about BJP's landslide victory in the civic body elections in Uttar Pradesh. He said that the victory has brought about a wave of positivity and excitement across the country. And BJP President Amit Shah, Union Minister Smriti Irani and Rajnath Singh also campaigned in the poll-bound state on Friday, while Amit Shah addressed a public rally in Kodinar. The INB minister sought votes in Kirangam and Home Minister in Lunawara. All the three leaders attacked the opposition Congress over seeking votes in Gujarat on caste lines, with Rajnath Singh questioning the timing of Rahul Gandhi's recent temple visits. The BJP president dared the Congress vice president to seek votes in the state on the of development.
હું રાહુલ ગાંધીને પૂછવા માંગુ છું, ગુજરાતની જનતા અગર ફરીવાર આવો ત્યારે સ્પષ્ટ કરો કે આ ચૂંટણીની અંદર 2017 વિધાનસભા ગુજરાતની ચૂંટણીની અંદર કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટીનો ચૂંટણી લડવાનો મુદ્દો શું છે?
कांग्रेस कास्ट के आधार पर विभाजित करके राजनीति करना चाहते हैं, वो तो गुजरात में कई उदाहरणों के माध्यम से दिखाई दिया. अब स्वयं कांग्रेस पार्टी का इस प्रकार से संकेत देना और स्टेटमेंट देना उनके एक अपने बीच में जो एक बौखलाहट है उसका संकेत है, उसका प्रतीक है.
And in the run-up to the Gujarat Assembly elections, Congress Vice President continued with his attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In a tweet, Rahul Gandhi questioned the Prime Minister as to why public money was squandered in purchasing power at higher rates from private companies. He alleged that the coffers of 4 private firms were filled between 2002 to 2016 by buying power worth 62,549 crore rupees. Seeking accountability from the ruling BJP for the promises made to the people of Gujarat, the Congress Vice President has been posing questions to the party on a daily basis. This was his third question that he had posted to the Prime Minister.
हम सिर्फ कहते नहीं है या राहुल जी कहते नहीं है कि ये सरकार जो है सिर्फ 4 चंद अमीरों की सरकार है, 4 या 5 पूंजीपतियों की सरकार है. ये कहते नहीं है, प्रत्यक्ष उनके सवाल में नजर आता है कि आप यहाँ की गरीब जनता की 62% जो बिजली जो है उसको खरीदते हैं आप, 62,000 या 63,000 में करोड़ में खरीदते हैं आप, और उसको आप बांट देते हैं अमीरों को. और किस तरह से किन सस्ते रेटों में बांटते हैं. अगर यही बिजली अगर आपने यहाँ के गुजरात की जनता को दी होती, यही बिजली अगर गुजरात ने बाहर बेची होती, बाहर के प्रदेश में दी होती, तो कितना फायदा होता।
These questions which are being manufactured every day are actually the ones which already have answers. Possibly those who are writing these questions have not read the answers. And as I said a few days back, I think somebody would advise him to change his scriptwriters.
And former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh will head to the campaign trail in the textile hub of Surat today. He's also scheduled to address a press conference at Hotel Taj Gateway in Surat. The ex-Prime Minister had addressed traders and small and medium enterprises in Ahmedabad on the eve of the first anniversary of demonetization. Now, addressing the business community in Ahmedabad on 7th of November, he had criticized the centre's bullet train project, dubbing it as an exercise in vain. And don't forget to watch our special coverage of the Gujarat Assembly elections, the model battle on Rajya Sabha television today at 6:30 p.m. On to some other news now. The Supreme Court on Friday sought responses from the Centre and the Election Commission on a PIL seeking to restrain convicted politicians from holding posts in political parties. Now, a three-judge bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra agreed to examine the validity of Section 29A of the Representation of the People Act 1951. Now, this section deals with the registration of associations and political parties with the Election Commission. The PIL points out that even though convicted politicians are barred by law from contesting elections, they can still run a political party and hold posts. The petition also seeks directions to the Centre and the Election Commission to frame guidelines to decriminalize the electoral system and ensure inner party democracy. It names several top political leaders who have been convicted or have charges against them and are still holding the highest political posts. And on to the other top story. The Union Cabinet has approved the setting up of the National Nutrition Mission with a 3-year budget of over 9,000 crore rupees. Now, under the mission, the government will conduct a real-time monitoring of malnourished children with the help of an electronic database of all the Anganwadis. Here are all the details.
The Union Cabinet has approved setting up a national nutrition mission to address malnutrition among children. The program is expected to benefit more than 10 crore people. All Anganwadis are proposed to have mobile phone connectivity to share data from rural maternity centres. Specific Anganwadis will be incentivized to provide better nutritional care to malnourished children.
Action is taken on the spot to see why the child is losing weight, whether food is reaching. The Anganwadis have to take pictures of themselves feeding each child.
The mission will be launched in January. It will be rolled out in 162 backward districts in 6 states, including Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Chhattisgarh initially, and expanded to 315 districts in the current financial year. The rest of the country will be covered over the next 2 years. The mission will attempt to reduce stunting, undernutrition and low birth weight by 2% and anemia among young children, women and adolescent girls by 3% over a 3-year mission period.
Real time बच्चों का weight और वेट के साथ साथ उसकी हाइट, इसको हम अपने तरफ से भी करेंगे और इनकी भी जो इंफॉर्मेशन आएगी उसको हम कन्वर्ज करेंगे ताकि टाइमली हम इंटरवेंशन कर सकें.
Despite the presence of many schemes to address malnutrition, lack of coordination and synergy has made them ineffective. The National Nutrition Mission now plans to monitor and guide nutrition-related interventions across ministries. Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
And the government plans to introduce the Muslim Woman Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill in the winter session of Parliament. It has asked the state governments to urgently respond with their views on the provisions that deal with instant triple talaq or talaq-e-biddat that provides for a maximum jail term of 3 years. The report said that once Parliament approves the proposed Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill, The law will adjudicate all the cases of instant triple talaq across the country except Jammu and Kashmir. The draft bill states that a husband who resorts to instant triple talaq can be jailed for up to 3 years and also fined. Instant triple talaq or any form, oral, written or electronic form, has been banned and made a cognizable offence. The bill also provides for a subsistence allowance of a harassed Muslim woman and her dependent children and the custodial rights of minor children. And in Breakfast News, we'll take a very short break. We have more news on the other side. Stay tuned.
Hi, I am Dr. Rajya. I am a senior scientist in Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology that is coming under CSIR. We are going to discuss my lab, who is doing a fantastic work in asthma, COPD, lung cancer and many other diseases. Keep watching Eureka.
Welcome back after the break. Now, a day after GDP growth figures for the second quarter of this year were announced, the government has defended both the GST rollout and demonetization. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley asserted on Friday that the goods and services tax has made doing business easier for traders. He also stressed that the impact of GST on the GDP growth was limited to only 1 quarter.
A day after GDP growth showed a surge, the government has reiterated that the GST regime has been good for the country. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said on Friday that GST has expanded the marketplace for traders and that with its introduction, the tax compliance burden on them has been reduced while ease of doing business has been enhanced. The Finance Minister also underlined that tax rates have been rationalized and traders will no more be required to confront inspectors.
ट्रैवलिंग टाइम उसका बचता है गुड्स का जो मल्टीपल रिटर्न्स थे उसके स्थान पर एक रिटर्न है और वो भी केवल आपको अपने सॉफ्टवेयर में डालना है सब इंस्पेक्टर से मुक्ति मिल रही है रेट्स भी रैशनलाइज हो रहे हैं तो इसलिए व्यापार और व्यवसाय करना सरल है.
The Finance Minister also credited the government's reforms for the surge in GDP growth rate. He stressed that the two structural reforms, GST and demonetization, will benefit the economy in the medium and long term.
1 या 2 क्वार्टर जो उसका असर होना था वो प्रभाव हम लोगों ने देख लिया है और अब उसमें एक परिवर्तन स्पष्ट रूप से सामने नजर आ रहा है.
Snapping 5 quarters of slowing GDP growth, Indian economy expanded by 6.3% in the September quarter on the back of a pickup in manufacturing. The gross domestic product growth had hit a 3-year low of 5.7% in the first quarter of 2017-18. Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
And India's manufacturing sector has recorded a substantial growth in the month of November this year. As per a survey done by leading market research agency Nikkei, India's manufacturing sector recorded the strongest growth for 13 months in the month of November, and manufacturing companies observed a renewed increase in export orders as well. The Nikkei India Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index or PMI shows a rise of 52.6 in November from October's 50.3. A reading above 50 indicates economic expansion, while a reading below 50 points towards contraction. On the employment front, a greater production requirements in November led to the fastest rate in employment creation since September 2012. However, the report said the rate of growth in production was still lower than the long-term trend witnessed since the survey was started in March 2005. News from the south of the country on Cyclone Oki, and heavy rains continue to batter coastal Kerala and south of Tamil Nadu, hitting normal life under the impact of the cyclone. The death toll in the 2 states has risen to 12. The cyclone hit Kalpeni and Miniko Islands in Lakshadweep. As many as 29 relief camps have been set up in Kerala, where over 2,500 people have taken shelter. Heavy rains continue to batter coastal Kerala and South Tamil Nadu, hitting normal life under the impact of cyclone Oki. The cyclone hit Kalpini and Miniko Islands in Lakshadweep. According to the MP from Lakshadweep, there have been no casualties there. The Prime Minister's office and the Home Ministry are monitoring the situation there. The cyclone has resulted in very heavy rainfall in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The death toll in the two states rose to 12. Official machinery is on a high alert and people living within 100 meters of the coast have been evacuated. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister K. Palanisamy announced a compensation of 4 lakh rupees to the kin of each of the victims. As many as 218 fishermen from Kerala who were missing in the sea have been rescued. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan held a meeting to review the situation. 29 relief camps have been set up in the state where over 2,500 people have taken shelter. The state has requested the Defence Ministry to deploy more aircrafts for rescue operations. Meanwhile, the Central Water Commission has said that the rains might trigger a rapid rise in the water levels of the rivers in the two states. Top Navy officials said that they deployed 2 ships to the Lakshadweep Islands for carrying out rescue and rehabilitation operations. The Southern Naval Command said that the Indian Navy is putting in maximum effort to rescue fishermen from the sea, which is very rough under the influence of Oki. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And news from Sochi. India has asked the Shanghai Cooperation Organization members to extend help to each other in combating terrorism. India has also asked the members to provide road connectivity to all the other member countries for a smooth flow of goods and people at affordable cost. The Indian view in SCO was articulated in its summit-level meeting by External Affairs Minister on Friday in Sochi.
With Pakistan in mind, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj on Friday appealed to all members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization to condemn terrorism in all its forms. She also called for comprehensive cooperation in intelligence sharing to combat it.
India strongly condemns terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. There can be no justification whatsoever for any acts of terrorism. We are determined to consistently strengthen cooperation within the SCO framework and to work together to seek comprehensive, cooperative and sustainable security.
Addressing a restricted meeting of the heads of states of the SCO, Sushma Swaraj raised the issue of connectivity. This has reference to the fact that Pakistan does not allow India to have land routes to Central Asian nations. Sushma Swaraj also sought to highlight the double-speak of China in this regard. China has constructed roads in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir that is an inalienable part of India. She said that China should respect the sovereignty of other member countries while deciding on transnational roads.
Excellencies, connectivity with SCO countries is India's priority. We want connectivity to pave the way for cooperation and trust between our societies. For this, respect for sovereignty is essential. Inclusivity, transparency and sustainability are imperative.
The Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a grouping of countries. It includes China, Russia, India, Pakistan and 4 Central Asian countries, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. India and Pakistan became full members of this grouping in June this year. Later, the External Affairs Minister also met Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev separately. Akhilesh Suman's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And now an update on Donald Trump Russia probe. Former Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn on Friday pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about conversations with the Russian ambassador weeks before Donald Trump became president. Flynn is the most senior member of the administration to be indicted. The charges were brought by Special Counsel Robert Mueller as part of his inquiry into alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 US election. Flynn said that he was cooperating with the special counsel's office. Flynn was forced to resign 23 days into his job in February after he was questioned by the FBI for misleading the White House about a meeting with the then Russian ambassador before Donald Trump took office. Now, experts say that the senior official now under spotlight is Jared Kushner, Trump's advisor and son-in-law. Meanwhile, the White House has said that the guilty plea or the charge implicates no one other than Flynn.
Listen, I think we have got more work to do, and we're going to take as long as it takes to get all of the facts. You know, we've got a number of major figures like Donald Trump Jr., and I want to bring back Jared Kushner, particularly in light of some of the supposed comments that General Flynn made.
This is an important moment for the Mueller investigation. It certainly demonstrates how methodical this investigation has been to date, how professional it has been to date. There really was not too much leaking about this, and how unlikely that it is to lead to, this does not seem at all to be the end of the investigation. If anything, one would expect that we are going to now see perhaps other dominoes will now fall.
And on to sports now. On the opening day of the Hockey World League final tournament in Bhubaneswar on Friday, India drew with the world champions Australia 1-1 in a Pool B fixture. Mandeep Singh gave India the lead in the 20th minute, but Jeremy Hayward has successfully converted a penalty corner in the 21st minute to pull Australia level. India got two back-to-back penalty corners in the second half, but it failed to convert them. India also defended well Australia's penalty corners. Meanwhile, in another Pool B game, Germany defeated England 2-0. Now, India will play against England today in their second pool game.
Show that you can play that, hold on to your angles. This pass play, Chikke has very well.
And on to cricket now. India and Sri Lanka will clash in the final test match that begins in the national capital today. Now, India, remember, 1-0 up in the series, and this test will be India's last test match at home for quite some time, as the young team would embark on a long overseas series in 2018. The Indian team, led by Virat Kohli, also includes Murali Vijay, KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane. The Sri Lankan team, led by Dinesh Chandimal, has the likes of Karuna Ratne, Angelo Matthews, Dilruwan Pereira, Roshan Silva, among others. Well, that's all in this edition of Breakfast News. But to get all the news and action on the high-stakes election in Gujarat, watch our special, The Model Battle, today at 6:30 p.m. Remember, Gujarat votes in two phases on 9th and 14th of December for a new assembly. So catch all the action then.